Hello. Are you absolutely fed up to your back teeth of finding out that you always pick the wrong partner? They may seem attractive and appealing and make you feel like you're walking on air at first, and then as you get to know them better, as you start having a relationship and a commitment, you find out that they just disappoint you like before. They don't seem to be what they promised to be, and you're always trying to get them to kind of be the guy or the woman that you dreamed of and that it seemed like they were when you met them. Well, this is part 2 of the reason why you always get attracted to the wrong person. In the first episode of this series, I mentioned that one of the reasons why you get attracted to the wrong person is because you have the opportunity to try to change them, to make them exactly what you want after they disappoint you. And it gives you a sense of power and control that's very, very satisfying because they're doing it for you. They're changing for you. You get to feel like you created this. You matter. You have enough about you to make somebody do what you want, to be who you want them to be. And you did it all by yourself. And that's a lot of good feelings to have when in most of your life you're feeling disappointed, let down, betrayed, defeated, and so on. So it's kind of like a victory. Well, in this part, I'm going to tell you the second of 3 reasons why you get attracted to the wrong person. And it's about the excitement of uncertainty. So let me give you another example of another woman who had been married once before to a really nice guy. She'd had a difficult teenage experience with her family, and when she left, she found this great guy who seemed to be very caring and gentle and listening and accepting, and like he was only concerned about her welfare, her happiness, her safety, and so on. So like she couldn't have found anyone better. But a year or 2 into their marriage, she began to get very bored and actually angry with him because he was so predictable. She couldn't find fault with him, but he wasn't appealing. She lost interest in him sexually. Nothing about him seemed as exciting and satisfying as when they first met. Because basically she had nothing to work on. He was so good. He was all there. He was always faithful and loving and attentive. And yes, he had his mood here and there. But basically he had eyes only for her and did most of the things she wanted him to do, including be there for her when she had her ups and downs. So she got bored with him. She found herself looking for people who were exciting and thrilling and not doing everything she wanted. And that kind of excitement was missing from her relationship because he was just too good to be true, and it became boring. There was another woman who came to me for help, and she had been in an abusive experience in her childhood and looking after family and so on. And then she went and made a life for herself. She went to college, got a good job, and she met a really, really nice guy. They were good friends, and he was honest and upfront and loving and there for her and helping her in whatever help she needed. But she just didn't feel attracted to him. She wasn't physically attracted. She wasn't sexually attracted. She didn't mind the odd bit of affection, but she didn't want to be his girlfriend. She didn't want to make this into a romantic relationship. And then 2 or 3 years later, she met another man who thrilled her from top to toe. And she went for him and she worked hard to get him, and she did. But then she discovered, once she got him, that he really didn't want to be around her. He was out doing his thing. He didn't want to take care of her. He was only there for her if she was sick or something like that. And she was devastated. She tried everything she knew for years and years and years to try and make him into what she wanted him to be, to keep luring him, to make him see she was valuable, to get him to give up drinking and womanizing and being out at all times and so on. And she failed and failed and failed miserably. And she'd try again. She tried to make him miss her. She tried to make him want her in so many different ways, by leaving and coming back and trying this and trying that. And in the end, nothing worked. And when I helped these two women, what we realized was they were addicted to the excitement of the uncertainty of not knowing. They didn't want boring, steady, steadfast, loyal guys. Even though it satisfied some part of them, it didn't satisfy those other parts that wanted the challenge and the excitement of making them do things so that it felt exciting. If everything was okay, there was no excitement, there was no uncertainty, there was no up and down that they could kind of work on, and the reward wasn't the same. If something is constantly rewarding because it's always there, it no longer has any value. It doesn't taste the same. It doesn't feel as good. It kind of loses its potency. But when something's uncertain, it has excitement because you never know what's going to happen. Is he going to want me now? Is he going to do this? Is he not? And it keeps the adrenaline going and keeps you completely tied into that relationship because you want to know if you can achieve that success. Can you make them want you? Can you make them do what you want? And that's the second reason why you get attracted to the wrong guys. Now, let me know how you feel about this, what your experiences are. Have you found this in your life? Does it resonate with you? Let me know, and I'll be happy to answer questions and dialogue with you about it in the comments box.